Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. Now it's time for us to open the phones to hear from you, your take on the telecom tax removal. Can it cut the cost of calls and data? Now, FG scraps 5% telecom tax on voices and data services, bringing relief to millions of mobile users across the country. The federal government, through the directive of President Bola Tinubu, ordered the removal of excise duty during discussions on the new Finance Act. The Nigerian Communications Commission says this move will reduce cost pressure and improve access to affordable digital services for Nigerians. Now, the question is, with the federal government scrapping the 5% telecom tax on voice calls and data, do you think this decision will actually reduce our monthly spending on telecommunication services? Maryam, I'm throwing this question to you.
Oh, well, it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing, Fatima, that they deem fit to slash it, But the question is it implemented already?
Well, they are going to implement it. Definitely, it's going to be implemented. For them to have come out to say, oh, the 5% is being scrapped. I mean, it's going to make it easy for people to be able to make calls. You remember when they came out to say they are going to increase how many percent for text messages, for data, for calls, and what have you. We kept talking here that, oh, it's too much, for call. Before we are paying, if you're paying 10 naira or 9 naira, it's going to be 16 or 17 naira or thereabout per minute. And then, for text message, it's going to, from 4 naira, it's going to be 6 naira or thereabout. And a lot of, data, the one that you are buying for 1,000, maybe you are buying 500 MB is now going to be for 1,000. So a lot of prices. I'm just giving, just instances from my head. But then this is going to actually cut costs for people. Well, you can do well to join this conversation by, calling us on the number that will be displayed on your screens. If you can't join us, you can send us WhatsApp message on the first number that is also showing on your screen. So call us and share your thoughts. Do you think this is going to bring some sort of succor for Nigerians, and for you watching us now, trying to call, message, or what have you? Do you think this is a good So yeah, you can do well to join this conversation by calling us on the number showing on your screen.
Well, Fatima, this means a lot for Nigerians. A while back, I think almost 9 months ago was when they increased the tariff.
It's 9 months already?
It's 9 months.
Wow.
It's almost 9 months already. Yeah. So, and
that's
if
long.
this has, a lot of things now, and it has been, you understand, like it's in social media now. When you have a problem with your phone, or if you don't have data or credit on your phone units, it feels like you're not living at all. Everything now is like.
Do people really feel that way? Like,
yeah,
if you don't
a lot
have
of people
data,
feel that way.
don't...
And people, like most businesses, are online now. You register
definitely.
a lot of things online, not only on a personal note. Most businesses are online. When you want to buy a scarf or anything now, you can just order, and if you don't have data, you cannot do that.
To the market.
So now, what this means for Nigerians is lower cost. With the tax script, telecom companies might reduce their prices. Of course, they are going to do that, making calls and data services more affordable for users. Another one is increased access to digital services. By lowering cost, more people might be able to access the digital services, which can help boost Nigerians' digital economy. Then another one is consumers' confidence. The move could strengthen the consumers' confidence in telecom sector, encouraging more people to use digital services. There are a lot of people that stopped buying data and stop. You understand? You get more of people that flash you rather than call you these days.
Yeah. So you can actually. Oh, we already have a caller. I wanted to say you can join the conversation. Thank you so much, Mr. Ade.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
Happy weekend to both of you.
Happy
Thank you
weekend
very
to you
much.
too. Thank you so much for calling us this morning. What's your take? You are not in the country.
So we Nigerians, I think it's a welcome idea. Because not everybody can afford that power or even cost. For example, now, people that are in diaspora, what we do that we flashes. When they flashes, we call them back. So now, what do they do for them not to call us directly? They are flashing us. So we are benefiting as well. You understand? Because whatever the federal government can do to cushion the effect of this act for the common people, it would be nice. The government to put 50% on the best to do. If we can make that, so it will be welcome. But I'm going to have this money, we don't know what to do.
Well, Mr. Ade,
I'm sure you can.
okay, Mr. Ade, let me ask you this question. Some people are arguing that Nigeria's data cost is still high compared to other African countries. Do you agree to that?
Yes, I agree to that because I understand now that there is a new telecom company to Nigeria, and that one will be for family we do here. So if that one come into existence, it's better than what we have now. Because normally it should be family. In this system, we are in that 1,000 or because I have a little call free to add mobile phone to add passport, the Kingdom, and send out a euro to 50. I have what I pay every month, 50 per me. Network I use out there for a month, and it's free call. So to launch to phone any mobile number online. So if that comes to Nigeria, look at the that is coming. The new telecom comes to Nigeria from here. So it's 20 years. So that one starts. You see all these other people will be there and go to that. When they want to pay like our city, which is minutes. That will be very cheap. Because that life for people in Nigeria that want to do this, their lifeline. This is better to do it. So I subscribe enough for not like 50 people in Nigeria. Also, I pay for it. People be able to do it. Don't allow anymore. So I want some government to continue to do it that will solve the problem of people in Nigeria, including securing Abuja and other places. You don't have to be reading it on it. That is snatch bag and the one for the because I don't want Fatima to tap. So I want her to hold to Nigeria to solve the problem here. Good morning, God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ade, for your contribution. Even though I heard most of the things he said, but at the time I couldn't hear what he was saying again.
Kind of very deep.
And the fact that he agreed that the data cost is actually high for Nigerians comparing to other African countries.
Even when they reduced it now, it's still very high.
It's still high. Yes,
at least it's a good one because
we are seeing a little bit. Gradually, we are going to see changes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, trustee. Wonderful ladies.
Mr. Abasekon, thank you so much for calling us. Thank you so much for calling us.
Thank you for calling us this morning.
I want to really appreciate God for making trustee to be a station to beat.
Thank you.
This station is unique, wonderful, and very magnetic in catching the life of the less privileged Nigeria. Yeah. Going to the point today, can it cut down the cost of data? But before I make comments, is it 5% or 10%? Because I watched from their TV 2 days ago, they said 5%.
Yeah, it's actually 5%.
Or 5%.
It's 5%.
It's 5%.
5.
Because I heard 5% and I was hearing one of you saying 10%.
Yeah, it's 5%.
Okay, so the fact remains that the federal government has not done well. That 5%, they need to bring it down. Why do I say this? The air in which we breathe is free. When we get to the hospital, we pay for air. So the mechanism they put in place, do they pay for the air? Do they pay God? They don't pay God. So They are not keep making us. They are not favoring us. They are not. They are in any way. They have not made us to smile. So if they can completely reduce it to the barest minimum, where even the beggars on the street can use phone. Most of them, they don't use phone again. I do vividly remember that I see some of them using phone. But now, when you get there, you feel that they are not using phones. So where the less privileged can have opportunity to use phone. Like, there is a certain party they are running into now. I don't want to mention the name of that party. All the haters are in that party. And it is one of that man that is there that said we are not to use phone when he was the military administrator. When he was the minister for telecommunication. He said Nigerians are not right to use phone, and they are the ones now running to that negative party to say they want to repair this country. No. It's not proper. So we must shine our eyes. So we must shine our eyes and detect what is not good. I just want to add once more.
Mr. Basekon,
that happened in America.
Yeah.
Hello?
All right. Yeah, go ahead. I wanted to ask
once more. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
We can
go
hear
ahead.
you.
We can hear you.
I want to add one small incident that happened in America. In Utah, there was a killing, and the governor rose up. The president rose up. And the sheriff, which is the commissioner of police, he rose up. And the FBI, which is the SSS in Nigeria, he rose up. Within 33 hours, the principal suspect was arrested. And he confessed to have committed the crime. And his parents assisted in handing over that suspect to the police. To the FBI. In Nigeria, can parents hand over their son? There are a lot of things that we need to go into. Look at, we are discussing about xenophobia. Are the government, are they not maltreating us? They are complaining that South Africa, our children are being given back on the floor. Ghana, what of them, those in power, are they not maltreating us? I'm not happy. Thank you, God bless you, Fatima and my lovely
Maryam. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. It's how we always pray for
yes, they all do.
me.
I actually wanted to ask him, like, if he actually trusts the telecom companies will actually, fully implement this scrapping of the 5% in favor of consumers. But then, because he wanted to give us another instance of what is happening in other places. So
we have another call.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Maryam, Fatima, and Dawatu. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, Fatima. Good morning. How is Maiduguri this morning?
Alhamdulillah.
Thank God. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead. What's your take?
Well, I was not at home. I don't know the topic. Please,
okay. Yeah, we are talking about the 5% telecom tax that was scrapped by the government. We are asking if that's going to cut, cost for Nigerians in regards to calls and data usage.
Well, if at all, why can't they reverse the former charges?
Exactly.
These 5%, I think they are looking 2027 through the window. But as far Nigerians, we are not foolish. We know what we are doing. You need something conducibly, friendly. You make it work, and you are telling us to remove 5%. What 5% have to do? Reverse the earlier charges. Reverse it so that students can have access to make a browsing, to have a sound study. A businessman can have access to push his business smoothly. And Nigerians, they can communicate with their family friends and relations freely without any problems. But you push things to become very, very high, and you're quoting a meager amount on the top. This doesn't make sense to us. Although they're trying, but we want them to try more. We want them to try more. We are not in position of condemning government in totality. But what we are saying, let them touch the life of Nigerians in a positive manner. We want Nigeria to be better for all of us.
All right, so let me ask you. How much do you spend on data monthly, and do you expect this policy to bring relief to your pocket?
Maryam, honestly speaking, if you start calculating what are you spending, you will go crazy. So I zero my mind. And all what I'm doing is I'm praying to Almighty Allah to provide. Because I'm a public servant. What I am receiving in a month cannot capture me for 10 days. How do you expect me to start calculating? If I start calculating, I will go out of mind.
Yeah.
I will be confused. That is why I manage my life. I go with it with any challenges that confront me, and I keep on praying for Allah to just provide.
Yeah.
So I am calling all Nigerians, we should exercise patience. These voters card renewal, we have to go and do it. I always say that we have bad eggs in the midst of the government. We want to filter them and remove them and put them aside, so that our government will run smoothly. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Fatima. He said we need to be reversed.
You know, I actually mentioned that earlier, and another thing that I want you to remember is when he said he cannot calculate it in a month, like how much he's spending, he will go out of his mind if he does that.
But it's right.
He is actually. When you look at average Nigerians now, in a month, probably you're spending like 20,000 for data, because data they don't even last anymore. Imagine you're subscribing for maybe 10 gig, 20 gig, and you're buying it at 5,000 or 8,000. It depends on how much.
It's supposed to last for a month.
Right? Yeah, it's supposed to last for a month, but 5 days is even much, you know. 2-3 days depends on what apps you go into. You have your own personal things that you post. You have things that you solve on the line to see what you can get for maybe probably for your program. You're looking for a next topic. You're looking for what is trending. You go on YouTube. You go on Facebook. You go on Instagram. You go on TikTok. You go on Snapchat. These platforms actually consume more data, even though you can make calls, you can make voice calls, you can make video calls, you can chat. You know that we all know that at the time people are complaining that Snapchat actually consumes more data than other platforms, and then followed by platforms like TikTok and the rest. Even though, you know, like I said, you can make calls on them, it's still your data that is being used.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're not using your airtime.
But it's better. A typical Nigeria will say, you know, in as much as we wouldn't want it, you want
since I'm buying it for a higher cost. Yeah.
But as a typical Nigeria will say, half that is better than chin.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Your name and location, please.
Yeah, I'm Ryan calling you from Bauchi.
Thank you so much, Ryan, for joining us. Go ahead. What's your take?
Thank you. Well, honestly, my own how I look at it is that this is a mere, it's just a misleading information for me, honestly.
Misleading, you said? Why did you say misleading?
Yes, because what impact would it make? 5%. It's just like what Fatima says previously. I think what it would be the best, let them reverse the former tariff. It will be better. Because if you sit down to calculate how much you spend for data for a month, and typically is even more than 20,000, as you said. For me personally, I use almost about 40,000 monthly for data subscription only.
So if you look at how much you are earning in a month, do you think that's fair?
It's not. Absolutely, it's not. That was why I say it's misleading.
But don't you think the removal of the tax will, in a way, bring relief to citizens?
5%.
Even yes, 5% is not much, but don't you think it will still bring a kind of relief and makes the calls and you understand the usage of data easier for Nigerians?
Auntie Maryam, which relief? Which relief, Auntie Maryam?
Okay, so you rather have it like be as it is right now without the removal of the tax?
I think I understand where Rian is coming from. What he's saying is the amount.
If they can place it, if they can leave it even with the 5%, our argument is that let them reverse back.
Do you trust
the cost of calls?
Yeah. Do you trust that the policy will be even implemented by at the end?
I doubt as much. I doubt as much. I doubt as much.
Go ahead. We're listening.
I doubt as much, Auntie Maryam, if they truly want to provide relief for Nigerians and sense of affordability, let them reverse it back. Let them reverse it back, lower the cost of calls, lower the cost of data subscription, and make it accessible for all. Forget not that there are many businesses today that they are no longer functional due to the cost of this excessive cost of data subscription. Most of the digital marketing, digital businesses. So honestly, for me, I don't think this will make any impact, or it will rather provide any relief for Nigerians. If they truly mean business and they want to be honest with us, let them reduce it to the barest minimum, that even the lower income earner can have access to data subscription, and then you can also have a reserve of what you can make calls with.
All right, Rian, before we let you go, beyond telecom tax that was removed, which other sector do you think needs similar tax relief from the government?
Auntie Maryam, Auntie, virtually all the sectors, Auntie Maryam. Because when you look at the multiplier effect of the policies of this government, virtually in every sector, it doesn't provide any sense of relief for Nigerians. So if they truly want us to believe them and to know that, yes, they are making policies that are people, oriented policies, let them, cut across all the sectors. Let there be a conveniency for Nigerians.
All right, thank you so much, Rian, for your contribution.
Thank you very much for your contribution. But again, Fatima, in 2022, when the 5% telecom excise duty was first introduced.
Thank you so much, Rian.
Thank you very much for calling, Rian. Thank you. So when, like I was saying, when it was introduced by the late former, under the administration of the late former President Muhammad Buhari, as part of efforts to boost non-oil revenue amid dwindling crude oil earnings. You remember that time? There was lots of criticisms, outrages and what have you. So now that it's been removed, I think it should be something of joy,
the origin, the first time it was under the Finance Act 2020.
Yeah.
The law introduced exact duty on telecom service was inserted into the Finance Act of 2020, which took effect from January 1st, 2021. Yes, before the Muhammad Buhari's 5% that you just talked about. So I understand when we actually have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Oh, we have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry for
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, so your name and location, please. Then good morning.
Sure.
Can you cut down the volume of your TV because you are waiting to hear before you respond?
I'm Gazama.
Please, can you reduce the volume of your TV, or we'll let you go so you can call us back again?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, yeah,
your name and location?
Yes, my name is Gazama Philemon.
Okay.
From Cross River State of Amiko, to be precise.
Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead. What's your take?
Yes, my take is this is business organization, and they are really making profit out of the business they are running. So it is not question of removing tax. They have to be taxed so that government can also service the communities. But the issue we have in Nigeria is what is price control. If the policy makers can make a policy that will help in reducing the or having a control over the products we have, all this will not be problem.
So it is not about removing the tax, but about price control.
Yeah.
That is my own take in this matter. And this is not only with this telecom business. Generally, even if you go to spare parts, you go to fuel, you go to product. Now look at it. A civil servant, the salary is stagnant. But prices of things are quadrilaterally increasing at every day. So we are at high inflation.
Yeah.
So please, government should think of if they want it. Just as the last caller have pointed, most of people are cut off from so many products because of the prices. And the first to understand that the lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded. So if the prices are lower, people can patronize them and buy their product, whichever product at higher quantity, which can still make them to have that profit. So that is
yeah. So I wanted to just ask, how has this affected, the increase when it was implemented the last time, and now that they have reduced? How has this affected your,
which money has been
business?
Increased? It is the telecom or all other businesses. The problem is the civil servants that are the salary earners that are suffering from all these things. Because the business people, they have their way. They say in Nigeria today, you make use of your sense. So business people are just determining price at every day. Somebody is having product in a store and will be calling from market demanding for the latest price to sell what he is already having in there, what he has already in the store. So all these things, the issue is let us have a strong force that will enforce price control. If only we want to relieve the commoners in this land.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling.
I mean,
All right.
yeah.
Wow.
I can see that a lot of Nigerians actually at this point have a lot to say about this particular tariff, even though a lot of them don't believe that it's actually going to be implemented.
That was my first
yes.
question.
But then
you're going to implement it. It's one thing for the Nigerian government to say something, and it's a different ball game to start implementing it and bringing it to life.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we'll just say thank you for all the calls, even though we expected to see some WhatsApp messages, but then, they were not forthcoming. But I know that a lot of people would rather call than send message. So we just hope that the federal government scrapping the 5% telecom on, the calls and data would actually bring some succor for Nigerians. And, we just hope that this works at the end and they fully implement it, gradually. Let's wait and see what unfolds. Well, let's go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll take a look at, creative vision and storytelling in photography, which Maryam will be taking us through that.